I'd like to start this video by saying that this trailer came out at about 11 PM last night while I was in the bathroom taking a shit. I expected very, very little from the live-action Sonic the Hedgehog film. As a fan of the game series for over a decade now, I've heard what felt like non-stop rumors and stories about this film's production for over 5 years. Yes, we've known about this since around 2013 to 2014. At least back then we thought, oh, at least Sonic will look good, because the film was being animated by Marziplanet, who created the jaw-dropping intro to Sonic Unleashed along with tons of other 3D animated Sonic material in the other games. But as the years went on, delays set in, staff changed, the entire studio changed from Sony to Paramount, actors were picked, locations were arranged, everything got worse and worse. Now, from the outset, the idea of a live-action Sonic movie sounded terrible, and conjured ideas of an Alvin and the Chipmunks style film. But I thought surely they'd be smart enough not to do that, right? Surely the film industry has learned this stuff doesn't work, right? We saw a change of heart in the Transformers films last year with Bumblebee, also from Paramount, so maybe they realized people actually want good movies. But no, we got something that's somehow even worse, not as, and just as bad as I imagined, all at the same time. I'm going to be brief because this video is being made super quickly in between university work, so if you want an in-depth look at this movie, you might need to look elsewhere. For starters, of course everyone is talking about Sonic's disgusting gremlin design. As an animation student, the idea that a creature this abominable was considered not only marketable, but emotionally relatable and appealing to any human being on a pure visual level is just kind of sickening. Sonic has a great design, he always has. It's simple, cute, and has a bit of attitude. It's appealing. Even the gross redesigns of Sonic 06 and Sonic Boom at least look recognizable and carry Sonic's core ideas. They just muddle it up in unnecessary detail or changes in proportions. But this? Oh no, not this. If you think the bad design doesn't matter, then you don't understand anything about animation, character design, or basic visual storytelling. This was really the worst case scenario. The fact this movie even exists is mind-boggling. I don't think all of the designs in Detective Pikachu are amazing, but that movie shows a fantastic way of reinterpreting the cartoon designs of Pokemon into semi-realistic creatures that can stand next to a human being. The Bumblebee reboot finally tossed aside all of the overly complex details of the Michael Bay designs and focused on clean, readable body and face shapes for all of their Transformers, while still retaining detail where appropriate. During the film's fully animated intro, I could actually recognize and name just about every Transformer that appeared on screen simply from their design, unlike the Bay films where I'm supposed to be able to tell which grey hunk of metal is which. Bumblebee actually has a face I can understand, and a body I don't think would cut my fingers off if I touched him. The only good design in the Sonic film is the final shot of Jim Carrey in his full Eggman gear, but even then, why are we reserving that design for what is likely the end of the film? If they know it's better, just use it in the first place. At least give him the classic suit or glasses or something. He also appears to be in a less imaginative Mushroom Hill zone. I guess no one else likes beautiful redwood trees, huh? Eggman's robots look like some kind of lame, uninspired mech design I'd make for an assignment that I couldn't be bothered putting any effort into, because I guess they didn't even want to use the semi-realistic designs from SA2, 06, and Unleashed. I hate the 06 enemies, but they at least look more interesting than what's in the trailer. I know they're from Gun and not Eggman, but the robots from SA2 had awesome designs, why not use those? Why not something like the gorgeous E100 series like Gamma and Omega, or something more in line with the amazing Egg Dragoon from Sonic Unleashed? It's not even bad because it's different, it's bad because it's just bad. This isn't a case where the fans are complaining about change. We're upset that the changes made was so ridiculously terrible in every way. Because who cares about all the personality from Sonic's source material? Gangsta's Paradise, woo! Can I also acknowledge that Sonic's first line in the trailer is "gotta go fast"? A line that people say is his catchphrase, even though Sonic never once said it, ever, until it became a meme from the awful opening theme to 4Kids Sonic X Dub. Ben Schwartz's performance as Sonic was honestly the most disappointing part of this trailer to me. I already knew Sonic was gonna look like shit, I already knew the writing would be the most generic, by-the-numbers American comedy garbage, but I was hoping that for the first time since Sonic Advance 3 in 2004, that Sonic could actually sound good. And I mean, he sounds fine, but it's not Ben putting on a fun, cartoony voice like other roles he's worked in. He's just talking normally. He sounds like a bored adult man and not the 15-year-old energetic superhero that he should be. That's more of a knock against the voice direction rather than Schwartz himself. At least Sonic isn't voiced by Mr. Constipation, but still. Just in general, I'm left with so many questions. What's with the electricity motif? Is Sonic meant to be the Flash now? Or Pikachu? Why do his eyes change color when he looks into my soul? Why do we have the done-to-death trope of human character finds weird silly creature and they both scream that's probably been in every terrible baby movie since E.T., which by the way was the only movie to ever actually get this formula right, so let's all just watch that instead. Why can Sonic throw special stage rings to teleport people? Or are they just normal rings? Why couldn't this movie have just been a fully animated film in the style of Sonic Unleashed or Mania Adventures? Spider-Verse just proved that there are so many limits to push in animation, and I think Sonic is the perfect fit for that, considering his ridiculous speed and often highly psychedelic environments. Can you imagine a Sonic movie that combined 2D and 3D together to create something akin to the opening animation of Sonic Mania, but even cooler than that, and with the production value of Spider-Verse? It seems like the film is running with the "oh no, I'm an alien hedgehog from another world" kind of story, which really doesn't work considering Green Hill Zone is already shown to be on Earth. But considering we're running with this theme, I need to remind everyone of ideas I've had about this movie from the beginning. I've previously tweeted about them as well. For one, Sonic's gonna dab or something stupid like that. He has to. He'll see some kid doing it and think, "Huh, that's pretty cool and epic. Let me try." There also has to be a scene where he pulls up to a Sonic restaurant drive-thru and asks for an order of onion rings and chili dogs. If that's not in the film, I'll be incredibly shocked because it's the most basic joke you could ever make with this concept. I'd also like to remind everyone that we have only seen Sonic and Eggman. Can you imagine what Tails, Knuckles, or Amy would look like in this film? That's if they're even in it. Sonic looks even worse than he did in the fan film from some years back, and he often doesn't even inhabit the screen space properly thanks to terrible visual effects compositing. The musical score will probably not include any kind of recognizable themes from the games, let alone with original themes that are worth humming along to. This truly feels like a joke. I can't wait for all of my friends and family to see this and go, "Hey Caleb, what do you think of that new Sonic movie?" And I'll never hear the end of it. I'm routinely embarrassed for ever even liking this series in the first place, but at least I know there's some diamonds in the rough. This movie just isn't one of them. I'm not even mad about this film. If anything, I do actually find it quite hilarious, but it's so disgusting to even acknowledge that this exists. I feel like I'm in a nightmare just making this video. My final point is this. I never once planned on paying money to see this movie. I will not see this movie in the cinemas unless, I don't know, I somehow win a free ticket. Money talks, and if this movie looks terrible to you, which I imagine it did considering the amount of dislikes on the trailer, please do not see it. I'm not an advocate of piracy, but, well, you know. This is probably all I'll say about this film on the channel until it comes out later in the year, at least in terms of a video focused solely on it. I wanted to make something quick to get my thoughts out there and spread the word that we cannot financially support this film if we don't like it. That's just stupid. I'm not trying to get us epic Sonic fans to rise up, but come on, just use your common sense. This film is going to severely ruin Sonic's reputation even more than his bad games have. Films are big, they have huge marketing campaigns, and will reach far more people than something like Sonic Mania has, even though Mania was actually good. Your grandma can sit in the theater this weekend and might have to watch this trailer. We are truly living in a bad future. Anyway, this was quite different from what I usually make, and was super rushed in between university work so I could get something out to address the news. No plans for future videos at the moment due to the current production of my student animated short film, The Pumpkin Man, that I'm co-directing, along with my trip to LA in just over a month from now. I'm incredibly excited, and I just remembered I'll be visiting Paramount Pictures while I'm on study tour there with my university, so maybe I can, I don't know, cancel the Sonic movie. Yeah, that'll work. If I have the time, I might stitch together the photos and videos from my holiday in the USA to make a new video, but no promises. I'm very excited to finally meet all my friends who live over there, including of course Steve from Bellina Productions. It's going to be great. That's it for now, folks. Check my Twitter and Discord if you want to hear anything more from me. I'll probably be tweeting more about this movie as news comes out. Thanks for watching.